There are a lot of videos online on how to replace your roof bungee cords. Well, guess what? Here's one more for you. This is a package of paracord purchased on Amazon. I think I got it from. This is a 5/16 inch. I'll use this to replace the cord I have up there. Again, it's not expensive. This is not a hard job to do. Sometimes you have to replace these every few years. Again, you get a big bag like this and it'll last you a few times. So again, you're going to have to work up on ladders. So when you have this up in a position, you get to go all the way up there with your drill and stuff. Again, it's not difficult if you don't feel comfortable working on a ladder, though. You're perfectly welcome to get somebody else to do it for you. But I'm going to go up on that ladder and show you what to do. So I want to get a measurement on these existing cords that are already on the roof. I know they're stretched out because they've been working with 2 broken roof lifting springs, and they've been stretched out a little bit. And you can see these are showing about 26 inches. So that makes the cord 52 inches and a couple of more inches at the top there for the top mount. The length on these are not actually critical. You just need to have a little tension to hold the front and the rear roofs together when you raise or lower them. The actual lifting power is provided by the 4 roof springs, not the little bungee cords. I've already drilled out these bottom mount rivets when I installed the new roof springs. So now I have to go back to the top here and drill out these top rivets. So I'll go down and get my cordless drill with a 3/16 inch drill bit and get these removed. All right, here's the top rivets. I'm going to try to drill this out left-handed since I'm videotaping. Sometimes I wish I had somebody to help me on this stuff, but that's okay. I'm just showing you can do it by yourself. And that drill bit is a 3/16 inch, and again, go out the upper one. All right, so those are free and clear. Set my drill down here so I don't lose it. And this comes up, it's got some sealant under the bottom side, and you see how the cords are just kind of pushed through here. I'm trying to be steady. You know, I'm gonna not be steady enough. All right, so those come out, and we'll measure this double again and cut some new cord. So here's the old cord next to the length of the new cord. You can see they're the same diameter. The old cord is a little bit more frayed, of course, but really doesn't look like it's in terrible condition. I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 lengths of this, so I'll have one for each side. I think I'll go ahead and cut it 52 inches because that should give me enough tension so that it'll keep the roof section together well. And if I've got to cut newer ones, I'll just come down and cut longer ones, but we should be okay. Okay, we're back up on the ladder. You can see I've got these fished through the holes that are up in there. This is probably the hardest part about the whole job, is getting these things fished through these holes right here, because you got to reach in from behind and bring them up through. So they're a little bit difficult, but what you want to do is you want to get them adjusted so that when you flip them over, they're going to be right around the edge here, like somewhere in there. They're a little long yet. I'll back them off a little bit, fold it down, and put a couple of pop rivets in there to hold it in place. Now, some people say use sealant, some people don't use sealant. I always put a little sealant in there. The type really isn't, again, that important. I think I've got some Sikaflex. I'll use that, but I've used, you know, all different types of stuff. Silicone will even work, I guess, on this one. It's not really that important, but I'll get that pop riveted in place, and then we'll go show you how to do the other end. Okay, I've got the top riveted in. I actually had to run to my local Ace Hardware and pick these up because I did not have long enough ones. These are like very long. and they were able to make it because of the shoulder on that. My short rivets didn't fit. Alright, I'm up on the other side now, and again, this cord looks pretty good. Doesn't look like it's been really frayed or anything like that. And if I take a look down here where the brackets were, you can see that somebody had already done some work on here. It looks like they had replaced the bungee cords already. I have to drill it. That's where the new bracket is. It looks like it had a different type of bracket on it, or they moved it over a little bit. So we'll go ahead and replace that. Here's a little trick to make it a little easier to get the cord up through, because it's got to come from underneath. Just take and drop the wall out, and that way now I can kind of push the roof up and down and reach from behind. Here's another little hint. You see how when you put the paracord through, it gets all frayed up. Sometimes it can make it difficult to get it through that hole down there. So if you have that problem, you can just put a wrap of black tape on the end. I mean, I could have done that on all the ends, but I wasn't having any problems, so I figured I'd just go ahead and feed it through. And of course I get one I can't get through, so black tape to the rescue. So this end is a little harder to get into the hole because you just got to stretch it down here, but it's really not that difficult. You can use a clamp if you want to. I just basically put the pop rivet through, fish it around, and then just hold it with one hand like this, hold it down into the hole, and pop rivet it in place. And there's not a lot, you can see there's not a ton of tension on there, about that much of it, so I'm able to hold it in there. Again, if it's a problem, you can clamp it into place. It's not an issue. And there you go, new bungee cords, new springs, new bungee cords. This roof should be all set to go. As far as the roof goes, there's still a lot of other things I have to do on it, which I'll be showing you in another video. So again, any questions or comments, feel free to ask.